merciful. Because everybody in here is a result of God's grace and mercy. When you look back over your life, if you're not too holy this morning, the only reason you're here right now is not because you've kept all God's commandments, but because of God's grace and His mercy. The only reason you're here right now is because God has spared your life. Remember the adulterous woman who was caught in the very act of adultery. The Sanhedrin council wanted to stone her, but Jesus said, let he who has not sinned cast the first stone. And nobody was able to stone her. Why? Because everybody knew that we've all sinned and fall short of the glory of God. So you don't have no business looking down your nose at anybody else. You don't have any business judging anybody else. Because you too have sinned. And let the truth be told, you ought to give God some praise. Because it's only by His grace and His mercy that you're here right now. Oh yes. Oh yes. If you've ever had unprotected sex and you don't have AIDS right now, it's only because of His grace and His mercy. If you've ever had unprotected sex in your life and you don't have an STD, it's only by His grace and His mercy. If you've ever had sex and you did not have a baby out of wedlock, it's only by His grace and His mercy. If you ever had sex with a psycho and they did not stalk you, it's only His grace and His mercy. If you ever had a one-night stand and you're still standing, it's only by His grace and His mercy. Yes. Oh yes. If you're married and you found somebody crazy enough to marry you and to stay with you, you better give God some praise. There may still be some, as a closeout, there may be some who disagree, but I don't think you ought to talk about sex in the church. There's no place for that conversation in the house of God. But let me leave you with this before I take my seat. There are at least two instances where we yell out